Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're over here on the Japanese side of the game to take down the new Fortnite event that has just released on OPTC JP. That is the Banaro Island event versing Blackbeard. Now, this event has some boosted units, so you can get some more drops and stuff like that, but ultimately, you are farming this particular unit right here, which is a free-to-play Blackbeard who is actually quite good. So what this Blackbeard does is he does a 20% HP cut to all enemies. He will reduce 4 turns of defense up, percent damage, and threshold, and will change his own orb into an int orb, which is just really, really good. Getting 4 turns of all defensive effect reduction is awesome. It sucks that it is 4 turns, but he is a free-to-play unit, so I'm not going to complain that it is 4 turns. And the 20% HP cut is really, really nice because that means he does damage, which means you can use a lot of very good supports on him. That are centric around int units, and int just continuously gets buffed for God knows whatever reason, but it is what it is. His captain ability increases int character attack by 3 times and 1.2 times HP, but that's really not what we're here for. In today's video, I do have 3 teams for you guys. The first team is utilizing Legend Marco, and none of the new batch, where the next 2 teams are literally exactly the same. One team we are using versus Shanks, where the other team we are using versus Whitebeard. With the 2 final teams, you can easily run them hybrid if you really want to. Bring like a friend Whitebeard with your Shanks or vice versa. That will also work. As I don't really have too many characters on my JP account that are fully leveled up, I can't really make too many teams as I am sort of short on materials, but we will talk about some options as we move through the run. So let's hop into the runs, and let's farm this Blackbeard, baby. So for the first team in the video, we are actually utilizing the new Legend Marco with a bunch of subs that are boosted by Chopper, except they aren't the new batch, which is quite good. Now, if you guys didn't pull or if you didn't summon Marco, understandably so, you can actually use Bonnie. So I didn't include Bonnie on this particular team, as you can actually use Bonnie as your captain if you are missing Marco. She will work absolutely fine. The idea of me using Marco is on this particular stage against Jesus Burgess on the 3rd stage, he has a int barrier, so just 1 int orb, and after the first turn, he's going to blow away one of your random crew members for 3 turns, and then on the second turn after that, he's going to blow away the other 3, and then after that, he's going to give you the 3 or 4 per, like you could only hit with 4 units. The idea of me stalling here, you don't actually need to stall. You can easily just use Marco's special, and that way you can actually get color affinity for your powerhouse, Psy, and int units, and that way you can just easily take out Jesus Burgess in 1 turn. But I really wanted to show off what Marco can do as a captain, and the big draw to this particular unit is that when he actually gets his super typing, or when he drops below a certain HP pool, he actually activates his special, very similar to the new super type Kaido that actually got just released on OPTC Global. So what I wanted to do here on Jesus Burgess, I just really wanted to stall out all of the blow away, and because we actually get our units blown away, we lose a lot of HP. Then we get to see this absolutely beautiful special. I have to say, Marco has one of the best specials in terms of like animations, as well as the best sprite. In my opinion, he has the best sprite. It looks so goddamn good. But when you drop below a certain HP pool, he actually just triggers his special. And with this particular team, ideally, you kind of want to stall out the recovery down. Now, I was under the impression that Marco completely removes recovery down. There might be an issue with the translation because this content actually gives you recovery down, and I use Marco super typing, and it doesn't actually remove it. So I don't know if there's an issue with the translations there, but I don't know what's going on, Bandai, because I'm 99% sure that is recovery down. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below if you guys are JP players as well. But I would love to know, because I was under the impression that Marco would completely remove that. On stage 4, we come up against Van Ogre. He has 2 turns of damage reduction and threshold. So this is where the actual new Blackbeard that we are farming for comes in handy, because he can actually remove that. Because he does damage, we can use Halloween Lore as a support, as you can only use 1 special on the Van Ogre stage. On the final stage against Blackbeard, we are going to get 5 turns of bind, 2 turns of gloom, and attack down. So make sure you have Chopper on the left-hand side so he actually doesn't get binded. Very, very important. So then you can just use Chopper's special to remove all of the nasty effects. We can utilize our Bonnie special to change all of our orbs into recovery orbs, as well as get an attack boost and a chain lock. Then we can use our Marco special to give us color affinity. We have the second Marco special available to us, so we use that as well just for funsies. And then we have Katarina Devon on this particular team. Ironic, we're using her to take down Blackbeard, but she's great because she can actually give damage reduction as well as an orb buff. With that, even though we only have the 3 hit counter, it really doesn't matter because we have a chain lock with Bonnie. we can easily clap Blackbeard. When Blackbeard dies, however, he does do a big, like, end-of-turn damage hit that is around 37k damage. So that's why bringing Katarina Devon is actually really, really good, because she actually gives damage reduction, and she was part of that, what's it called, batch, the one that came out with the dual unit Blackbeard. On to the next team, we are utilizing all of the new batch, and we are using Verse Whitebeard for this first team. So, Verse Whitebeard is actually, like, made for this, obviously being against Blackbeard, which makes total sense. Him and Shanks, obviously, Blackbeard is, like, their big enemy, and utilizing them with the new batch is really, really cool. On stage 3 against Jesus Burgess, as you can see there, we just activate one of the... well, we don't even actually use a special because we have so many int units, but you could easily use a Whitebeard special on that particular stage. On the next stage against Vanogga, we're going to use our Vista special to remove the 2 turns of Threshold and the 2 turns of damage reduction, as well as giving us a orb buff as well. Then we can use one of the verse abilities of our Whitebeard. That's going to give us damage reduction, but it's also going to do a nice chunky HP cut, which is really, really good. And then we can easily take out Vanogga as his whole content is Psi-based. So utilizing an int team is really, really strong. Another really good option is if you have Moria, you could easily use Moria as a captain. He would work well here as well. Onto the final stage against Blackbeard, he's going to give us Bind, Despair, Block Orbs, and Attack Down. So make sure you do have Ben Beckman and Rockstar on the left-hand side if you are utilizing this team. Rockstar is going to remove the Attack Down as well as the Chain Lock, so make sure you use him before Ben Beckman. He's also going to change Block Orbs into matching. Ben Beckman's going to remove the Bind and give us a Chain Lock. Then we have an Attack Boost with our Whitebeard. Now, if you do a HP cut against Blackbeard, he's actually going to reverse into character specials. So ideally, if you want more damage, use the Vista special and then use the Marco special before the Whitebeard special. But as you guys will see here, like, I just have so much damage with this particular team as everyone's boosted, and with a 5x captain, like, it doesn't matter at all. Because we use the verse ability though, it's very, very nice because that end of turn damage actually just doesn't matter, and we can easily tank the shot with the 90% damage reduction. Moving on to the final team now, we are utilizing my boy, Shanks. The new verse Shanks. And I gotta say, I love this unit. This unit has become my favorite, being biased, my favorite unit in the game. Sabo for me are the most fun unit at the moment. But I do enjoy utilizing a very, very good Shanks. And other than Shanks Crew, we haven't seen one in a very, very long time. So this special animation for me is just absolutely god tier. The verse ability, absolutely god tier. And I just love sitting down and watching this every time I use it. So for you guys watching the video, I'm going to spam you with it, so I do apologize about that one. Some other really, really good units that you guys can use for this particular piece of content is you can use someone like Ain. Ain's really, really good because she can remove Bind and Despair. You really want to find someone that can remove Attack Down as well, so utilizing anyone that has like Attack Down support or anything like that. It is 5 turns, so you do need to be mindful, but Ain can also remove, I'm pretty sure Ain removes Threshold as well as damage reduction, so she's also really, really good on this particular stage as well. You can, like I said, you can use Julie Bonnie as a captain. The Halloween slashers would work great as captains here as well. Moria would work fantastic as well, so that's another really, really good option for you guys. But as long as you guys can bring someone to rotate Block Orbs, get rid of Bind, Despair, and Attack Down, as well as bring someone to remove 2 turns of damage reduction and Threshold, you're pretty much going to be hunky-dory. And if you did summon on the verse Whitebeard and Shanks banner, then you're going to find it very, very easy to actually take this particular piece of content down, as it is just built around those particular units, and all the debuffs and stuff like that are just centric to the new batch, which is really, really nice if you have the new batch. So moving on to the final stage against Blackbeard now. This is where things get a little bit tricky for this particular team. You do need to make sure that your HP is quite chunky, so make sure you do have some cotton candy here and there, because we do need to make sure that we tank that final shot from Blackbeard. This team doesn't have any damage reduction whatsoever, so maybe bringing a friend versus Whitebeard or utilizing verse Whitebeard is just a little bit of a smarter option. But I did want to give my boy Shanks some love and wanted to show you guys that you can actually use verse Shanks if you want to. So that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. And if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying the OPTC content on Global and Japan, hit that big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, promise me that you will enjoy the rest of your day. As always, guys, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lights